Hey, what's up everyone? JT here. Welcome to Pineapple Money, where I talk about stock market news and investing for the long-term portfolio. Now, you probably heard of a company called NIO before, whether it being called the Tesla of China or another EV maker. I would like to say that NIO has been proving themselves recently. So, NIO stock has in general been on a rampage from the past month and week and just from the past whole entire year. And as I'm filming this, it is November 2nd. The market just closed 2 hours ago, as you can kind of tell right here. And NIO is up about 9% of the day. So there are also two other EV makers, Chinese EV makers, that are also up for the day as well. XPENG and Li Auto, which also both ballooned. And since last Friday, NIO was around $30, but now they're up about $33, which is crazy to see. And of course, there's some news to justify that as well, and I'll talk about that later in the video. But over the 5-day chart, they are up about 12%. The 1-month chart, they are up about 44%. And then 6 months, they are up about 796%, which is insane growth for this kind of company right here, especially a company that is making automotives and burning through cash really quickly. So in this video, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to break down NIO stock with its technicals, and then I'm going to discuss the reason why they're up again, and a breakdown of NIO's fundamentals and what I see their products are, as well as the future aspirations that they have as an EV company for the future. But before I do get into the juicy stuff, if you do find anything interesting in this video, please don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe for more content. I would super appreciate that. Also, let me know down in the comments where you see NIO in the future, and if I do miss anything about NIO, please let me know as well. I'd love to hear it. Thanks. Starting off with the technicals for NIO, and like I did said previously, NIO is up around 9% today. As you can see, they did gap up from the Friday to Monday today, and I would say that's actually kind of a big move for NIO. But looking at NIO, they're undoubtedly a volatile stock, as you can kind of see right here. In general, they have just been moving and moving and moving. But of course, there was some consolidation between, looks like, this October time frame right here, which is actually a good sign that they are stable around this price point. But I would say that from the current technicals, I do see some support lines right here from the $28 mark, as well as a possible support line around the 32, which is where they did reach a high and also another close. And of course, where they reached their all-time highs today from the news. And that is where I also put a resistance point right here. And I would say I would put maybe a possible support line right here. But since they did close around this time right here, I would just put it there just to see. But I do see a channel where they are moving upwards right now. And as you can see right now, they are making higher highs, which is a good sign for a positive upwards momentum. And previously, you can see right here, NIO did consolidate around the October timeframe around this $27, $26 mark, which is a good sign that NIO is trying to keep this price range, because I know prior before, it was unsure whether NIO can actually hold this. And I do believe that right now, if NIO is able to consolidate, that's a good sign to show that it's able to maintain this price range and it will not either fall back down or just start a trend upward with no support. Now, given that NIO has rallied up so much this past week, I won't be surprised if they do start to trend downwards because there is no support up here. But I also won't be surprised if they start to consolidate, since NIO does have a pattern of doing that as well prior, as you can see here, as well as right here. So right now, I do think it's kind of a crucial point right now for NIO, since they have just reached the all-time highs. So I'm either looking for consolidation, which is what would be great. If not, I won't be surprised if they do drop down. Just to wrap things up, their RSI was a little on the overbought side, but I would love to see it maintain a specific range between the 30 and 70 mark. Now, the big news why NIO's up today is because NIO just announced their October delivery numbers, and as you can tell, they completely crushed it. They were finally able to break that 5,000 mark of monthly deliveries for the first time ever, and delivered about 5,055 vehicles in October, which is of course a 100% year-over-year rate. And in total, from the past 2020 year, they delivered 31,000 vehicles, which is 111% year over year. And cumulative deliveries for all three mainstream vehicles for NIO were 62,243. And I'm sure NIO is also now benefiting from their production capacity increase. So in total, NIO's total sales in October, 883 of them were from NIO's newest model, which is the EC6, which is the sporty variant of NIO's best-selling ES6, which is a 5-passenger crossover SUV. So NIO's EC6 was just released in late September, and currently their EVs are made in partner of our own factory for NIO Zhenghua, China. And NIO is expected to begin construction of their own factory in Hefei, which is in early 2021. All in all, I would say NIO's price jump is pretty much justified for the upcoming future. And on top of news today, in the past week, analysts from JP Morgan, analyst Nick Lai, also changed NIO's rating from a neutral rating to a buy rating with a price target of $40. And analyst Lai does also predict that NIO will maintain a EV dominance of about 30% in China and also able to reach about 334,000 units by 2025, which of course is a milestone for NIO in that future. And of course, there's another analyst that gave NIO another rating. Analysts from Cities also give NIO a buy rating with a price target of $33.20, which of course right now NIO is trading around the $30 mark today. And as we tell from other analysts too, there's also a consensus from 17 analysts where they've given NIO some different price targets, as you see right here. So in the next 12 months, 17 analysts have given NIO a low price target of $44 or high price target of $269 with a median of around 155. Sorry. Oh my gosh. But I like to say that this is actually pretty good growth compared for a year for NIO, and I do expect NIO to be around this middle range right here. 9 analysts do believe that NIO is a buy right now, 4 is a hold, and 2 is a sell. And for the most part, many analysts do see NIO as a strong EV company for the future, as you can tell right here. So I would say there is a lot of bullish sentiment surrounding NIO right now, which is a good thing, but I would say that we as investors should be cautiously optimistic about this stock just because of their recent and quick highs. We are still possibly facing some unknowns ahead, such as the owners cases, and NIO financially is still not profitable. Fundamentally, NIO is an electric vehicle maker that is exclusively selling cars in China currently, and is planning to expand to Europe as early as the second half of 2021. The CEO, William Li, plans to accelerate their global presence, but has not released which European countries there are his focus. So, in NIO's main lineup, they have 3 crossover type vehicles. The first one is their ES6, which is a 5-seater SUV, which currently sells around $49,553 USD with their battery pack, of course. And notice I said with their battery pack because NIO also offers a battery swap subscription, which I'll get into later. The second car they also have is their ES8, which is a 7-seater SUV, which sells around $67,783 USD. And third, the new sportier model, which is called the EC6, which starts around $52,000. Now, the prices may be slightly incorrect since they are converted from Chinese yuan, but the USD prices might give some context from those who live in the States. Now, looking at NIO, I would like to say that the biggest thing that stands out for NIO is that they're aiming towards the luxury EV market and they know the target. They're currently selling only hatchback vehicles, which are currently in demand for a lot of countries. And what makes NIO different from other EV manufacturers, at least from what I can tell, is that NIO is now offering a fully charged battery swap, as you can see right here, and it works. In the United States, and I'm sure globally, infrastructures are being built to fast charge, but NIOs are now implementing a battery swap. So NIO launched this battery swap service subscription back in August 2020 and lets owners deal with a full charge battery, but instead of charging, they can simply switch out the pack, which essentially is like batteries not included type of packaging, which can actually lower the price of the vehicle by $10,000, which is a lot given. So to give to scale, currently 6 battery swaps per month, which is a 70 kilowatt hour battery, is about $142 a month, which takes about 35 minutes per time. Now, in the United States, I do not see this battery swapping station like NIO's to come here, since the US is kind of focusing on expanding their charging network, and different infrastructures need to be placed for this battery swapping technology. But I would say that NIO's approach is interesting and is different to possibly not having to worry about battery degradation and also this fast turnover times with just swapping the battery instead of charging it. Now, it's kind of difficult not to compare EV manufacturers like NIO to Tesla since Tesla mainstreamed this wave of EVs, but I would like to say that generally both of them are targeting the same market. Tesla and NIO are both currently at different levels in their company's road of life, so I don't really want to compare them too much, but I'm just going to point out some things. Both Tesla and NIO are growing and are scaling their cars. Tesla is being global, profitable, and transitioning to energy development, while NIO is still burning through cash and trying to grow as well, and also only exclusively in China. Other than that, I think it will be great to see more EV competition in the market. I'm glad that NIO is also here. I'm going to give my backstory on where I stand with NIO. Now, personally, I've heard of NIO since back of I think 2019, when they were around $2 to $3, which is a penny stock territory. And to be honest, they were another EV maker and just being dubbed a copy of Tesla. But it was a stock that I personally had no contact with, since NIO is based in China, which in all honesty makes it more difficult for me as an investor in the United States to have a personal connection to it, thus not wanting me to invest in NIO. Now, fast forward to 2020, where they almost went bankrupt and where NIO is also still burning through cash. I see a possible light at the end of the tunnel for NIO to become actually profitable. The automotive business is a tough place, and Tesla only became sustainably profitable the last year in 2019. So, there are 3 reasons why I see NIO being able to succeed and grow even further in the future. 1. NIO has the backing of the Chinese government for support. 2. NIO has been popular in China so far, squeezing into that middle and upper class range. And 3. Their cash burn rate has decreased significantly quarter over quarter, and I hope they're able to be profitable by the end of 21. But I would currently say that I do have a 3-digit amount of shares positioned in NIO that I actually only picked up last week. But now you're wondering, is NIO a buy right now? And that kind of depends on how far you're thinking. For me, I would say over the next 3 years, in my opinion, I think NIO will become much higher than where it is right now currently valued, especially if they're able to be successful in expanding in different countries and also maintain their EV dominance in China. If NIO is able to successfully ramp up their production, I see no issues for NIO to hit that 3-digit barrier in late 2021 for a share price, especially since their time frame for expanding to Europe is around that time frame as well. So I used to think Tesla, and only Tesla as the only EV maker I'll probably invest in, but now I'm telling myself that why not both Tesla and NIO. So this kind of wraps up my video on NIO. If you found anything interesting in this video, please don't forget to hit that like button down below and let me know down in the comments if you're planning to hold a position in NIO. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.